guys. I don't know how well you can see me. Hope I'm in focused here. But been busy. I told you we'd be over here today at the big garden and trying to make preparations for a fence. And guys, I just got let down. I got a prayer request. Y'all pray, those of you that pray, help me pray that a door will open, that I could get a post hole digger to go on my tractor to make some post holes. The guy that I was going to borrow one from, turns out he sold it. Didn't know about that, so you know, no big deal there. I mean, it's his to do with what he wanted to. So, but anyway, that's just a need that's come up, and just pray that the Lord might meet that need. But anyway, before, I'm not no need for post holes just yet, but I told you I've been clearing out some trees and trying to you know, get some room made and all this. Let me show you a little bit of what I'm doing, and thought I'd do something a little different today on this video. I talk a lot, you know, a lot of people love to watch these tractors work, so I've got just a little something here. And I don't know how well, I'm going to swing y'all around here in a second. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but I'll show you here in just a second. But show you here, this is some wood that I've cut. Not much, but it's a little bit. But right up here, when we come up to the field, I've done some chat times right along in here where that old horse sat right in here, and I did some of my chat times along here. I have cleared all the way back to the main part of the woods where those big trees are that you see right there. I've cleared all the way back to that, but I left some of that stuff, just left some of the brush laying here and all that. I done that kind of on purpose, but pretty much all the way down here I found some blueberry bushes, wild ones, that I'm going to leave those, and if the deer get them, you know, that's fine, but I just don't want to cut those down. And be nice, maybe we could have more out here, because they love this acidic soil where all these leaves and everything have hit the ground. But let me show you this. Now, it's just a bunch of old brush and mess just left laying in here, and this is what I wanted to show you. And I know a lot of people love to see these tractors run, and I have seen very few videos on YouTube with a 140 and a brush hog behind it. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take that and go down through there here in a minute. I got to get this wood up down here, but we're going to take and run that down through there. That's a 4-foot bush hog. It's made by Hardee, and it is a tough bush hog, now let me tell you. And it's cut its share of brush over the years, believe me. And but if I can get this old girl running again, we're going to go down there in a minute and tire it up. But just thought I'd show y'all the garden. You know, it's over this way where we plant our garden, and right along here. And I've got more right back over in there. There's a big tree that's dead, but I'd love to clean that line up as well, because there's a lot of pines in there, and I don't want something that would fall on the fence. That's my biggest worry, you know, having something to fall on it. So anyway, guys, let me finish getting up some wood here and getting stuff out of my way, and I'll set this thing up on the tripod, and we'll see what we can do. I want to set it in a safe distance so that nothing will fly out and hit it and tear it up. So anyway, I'll be back with you here in a little bit. Well, guys, one thing is not, it's not a stump grinder. I caught that stump just a while ago up there, but it's got a stump jumper on it, but the position that I was in, it wasn't effective in that spot. But I've got it now to where my 8N should be able, of course, you'll be surprised what I've done with my 8N, folks. I tore down some stuff just about as aggravating as that, but it was out here in the middle of this field. It had begun to grow up, but guys, I'm just so tickled with that. And we'll walk down here. Let me show you. I'm on, got y'all on the tripod, so. Okay, guys, now walk over here and look at it. I wished I could have got you closer, but I was afraid something might fly out and hit it. When I was down in here, I saw something that flew. I know it flew a good 100 foot in the air. And I was worried about where I had y'all position, had the camera position. But you can see here, this is stuff I cut, went on, got it. We'll harvest that as firewood. And this big gigantic tree right here is a maple, and it's dead. So that's going to be the next project, getting that down. And as you can see right here, I have this is a little blueberry, wild blueberry bush. And I want to keep it, try to cultivate it, and I'll keep it mowed around it. So that way, might be something for the deer to eat, I don't know. I'll show you that stump that I got a hold of. I tried to cut everything low enough that it would go over it. That bush hog there don't cut real low, and that's fine. I mean, it's good for this. And the best thing about it, that tractor is so high up off the ground, you don't worry about tearing up as much. But you can see right there, it wasn't no match for it. I don't know what kind of wood that is. Don't even remember. But it looks like where the power company's been through here. I'll clean up some more of that and throw it out to the side. Try to make it look nice and try to take care of this so that it don't do this again. And try to keep it cleaned up. We generally park those Hard's over here, and that's the plan. I'm gonna put them back when I'm done. I'll show you what else I've got down here. See, that was a blueberry right there. And guys, I've cut my other blueberry. I had 3 of them, and I guess I mowed one of them down. I don't remember where it was at. I thought I had 3. Maybe I didn't, but this is the other blueberry. I left it. Well, it is what it is. I thought I had 3 of them though. But anyway. But I came all the way down in here and knocked some of this mess down. It's getting thick down in here. This is where that old big har sat. And I think I did a video or 2 right in here last summer. But let's see. Yeah. Let me get my focus. All right. Yeah. These 2 trees right here. This is a big mountain oak. I want to cut it, and I want to cut that one right behind it. Both of them are leaning right toward the field. And that's a red oak behind it. And I don't know how the mountain oak is, but I do know for a fact red oaks around here, their root systems are poor. And when they get tall like that, I'm surprised with the wind and the rain that we've had, I'm surprised it's not already in this field. But white oak, on the other hand, generally is not a big deal. But I want to cut those. That'll be wood for next year. And then let's walk around up here. You can see what's left of the greens. Looks like they're covered in lice, or either, I don't know, it may be the cold. They just very little to them. They don't know, they just hadn't done good this year. Nothing done good this year. It's 2020. So I guess that's got a lot to do with it too. But it won't be long, guys. We're gonna be out here planting again, I hope. Looking forward to it. I just hope I can keep the deer out of my plants. I see tracks everywhere in here. But guys, all of this right here, those pines, all of that junk needs to go. Now that 140, if I can get those big ones out of there, that 140 will take this little stuff right here along the edge and clean that up. I got a power line right there. I might need a little help on that. But I'd like to clean all the way that all the way back to the wood line again, because we've lost this part of the field right here. And let's see, it's not that tree, there's another one. Gosh, I got so much work to do, guys, I'll never get done. But those poplars, all that, if I can just get it cut and pile it up back in the edge of the woods. Yeah, there's a big oak right through yonder. I don't know how well you can see it. I think that's it right there. It's dead and it needs to come down, and I'd like to throw it back this way if I could, but I need to clean all this junk out around it. That poplar is not really a good wood to heat with, but I'll tell you what it is good for, and I've said this before, if you want to use it as kindling, dry it out good, split it up real fine, it makes good starting wood, guys. But the pine and junk, I just don't care for it. These little old short leaf pines ain't worth nothing no how. It's just junk. It's in the way. But I need to get out here and cut some more of this mess back. I could take that 140. I may do it before I go to the house. Come up here and just back along this edge right here. It'd be that much cleaned out of my way that I don't have to worry about. So I can get in there, because that tree there is the next and it's got to come down along with these others. I need to get these others first and get them out of the way. And it's just a lot of work, guys. It needs to be done. But anyhow, pan around here, you can see the field. Let's walk up here and look at the garlic and see what it's doing. It's my understanding that our state that we live in is not going to let people bait. The only way you can do now, starting next year, will be food plots. I mean, yeah, you know, planting stuff. You can't throw corn out no more. I guess they want the deer to just take over the world. I mean, guys, they need to be thinned out. There's too many of them. But anyway, I don't want to get started on that. But there's my garlic. I can see it's coming on up. Probably need to fertilize it for too much longer. I've put some to it when I put it out, but probably need to put a little bit more. But my fence will probably stop right along in here somewhere. This goes kind of a straight line across here. But I really want to run my rows this way up here and down there. I don't know. I may do it down there too. I don't know. But because it's so bad when you go long ways with this field, it is so bad to wash. And from what I have seen since I've cut this field in this direction, I have noticed a reduction in the washing down there on that end. And guys, we've had a ton of rain now, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I have seen very little in the way of washing. So I don't know, that's just something I'm thinking about trying. But this up here does good for an early garden. Potatoes, peas, English peas, onions, cabbage, you know, your early stuff. It does great up here. And the dirt works good. It's good loose soil. It's red, but, and this tends to dry out just a little faster than that down there does. So that's another thing, you know, having two different spots will be a help. So guys, I don't mean to bore you, but just keep on talking. I just thought I'd show you a little bit of what's going on here. I don't know what I've showed. I hadn't been watching my camera. But anyway, I'll pan around up there. Maybe you can see that from this direction. That looks so much better, guys. Looks so much neater and clean. Now if I could just get this side done, there's a lot more junk over here to deal with. But I still might take that 140 before I go to the house and come up here and trim along the edge there anyway. Be that much out of the way. All right, well guys, I'm gonna get off here today. Appreciate you watching, and we'll try to have more. Hopefully we can get this fence in motion, because there's very little use trying to have a garden unless you do something keep these deer at bay. So guys, y'all have a great day, and until the next time, thank you from Little NC Farmer.